Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2064 NBA Draft. The Center Grove Trojans are on the clock. The Center Grove Trojans will select Sean Glover from Arizona State. He led the nation in scoring last year at Arizona State. Yeah. Up next, the Greenwood Woodmen are on the clock. The Greenwood Woodmen will select Evan Raju from Dayton. Very heavily recruited by Dayton, Raju went on to have a successful college career. He now finds himself a first-round pick selected by the Woodmen. The Southport Cardinals are now on the clock. The Southport Cardinals will select Tom Grassi from Connecticut. Whenever Grassi attacks an opposing defender, his moves have the confidence of someone who has practiced that same move thousands of times. The Perry Meridian Falcons are now on the clock. And the Perry Meridian Falcons will select Jackson Hartman from Fresno State. The Roncalli Royals are on the clock now. The Roncalli Royals will select Jonathan Fleming from St. Joseph's. The North Putnam Cougars are on the clock. North Putnam will have the first trade of the night. Looks like that they are going for a draft pick here. And it looks like that they are going to trade away this draft pick to the Plainfield Quakers, which means the Plainfield Quakers are on the clock. With the Plainfield Quakers will select Austin Minor from USC. It's unclear if Cameron Young will sign a new contract after next season, so the Quakers play it smart and draft Austin Minor in an insurance policy just in case. The Terre Haute North Patriots are now on the clock. The Terre Haute North Patriots will have another trade. Looks like that they will be trading their first and second round picks tonight. Looks like that the Plainfield Quakers will get one as well. And the Harrison Raider, no, not Harrison. Hang on. And it looks like that the Avon Orioles will get one again. So, which means the Avon Orioles will have. Which means the Avon Orioles will be on the clock first. The Avon Orioles are on the clock. The Avon Orioles will select Owen Fischel from Louisville. Owen Fischel athleticism was awesome. And every scout was wowed. So that's why Avon traded up to get him. The Tri-West Bruins are on the clock. The Bruins will trade next year's first round pick to the Raiders, which means that Harrison Raiders will now be on the clock. The Harrison Raiders. No, Tri-West is still on the clock. Tri-West. The Tri-West Bruins will select Robbie Williams from Mississippi. Robbie Williams' ability to hit the NBA 3 was put on display at the Combine. Greenwood Woodmen are on the clock once again. The Greenwood Woodmen will select Scott Rayburn from Virginia Tech. The Wrights Memorial Tigers are on the clock. Evansville Memorial will select Malachi Walden from Oregon State. The South Putnam Eagles are now on the clock. South Putnam will select Ryan Calloway. No. Leo Hyob. Leo Hyob is now on the South Putnam Eagles. The Zionsville Eagles are on the clock, and they will have a trade. And it looks like that they are trading this pick to the Harrison Raiders. The Harrison Raiders are now on the clock. And now the Harrison Raiders will select Blake Jones. Blake Jones has the best court vision I have seen in a decade. The Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs are on the clock. Franklin Community will have not a normal trade here. They are trading a player. Looks like that Avon, Linton, and Franklin are a part of the trade. Jackson Marizzi is in the trade. Blake Larson as well. Linton has a trade here. Actually, Linton will be trading their draft pick same as Franklin, which means Linton might be on the clock here. With this three-way trade, the Linton Miners will be on the clock, but Riley Barton is on his way to Avon. Major trade for all three teams. Avon and Linton will get a trade, but now the Linton Miners are on the clock, and I think we already know what they are going to do. With the 13th pick in the 2064 NBA draft, the Linton Miners select Felix Loudon. Felix Loudon is the brother of David Loudon, and now Linton is about to make some history here. Folks, Linton has 3 brothers on their team. They have three brother duos. Grant and Garrett Irwin, Jordan and Jerime Lomax, and now David and Felix Loudon. The Whiteland Warriors are on the clock. The Whiteland Warriors will select Edward Stockton. The Carmel Greyhounds are on the clock. And it looks like that they will be trading away this pick. And now here we go. Looks like that the Martinsville Artesians are about to get a trade here. The Artesians will be on the clock. The Martinsville Artesians are now on the clock. With the 15th pick of the NBA IHSAA draft, with the Martinsville Artesians select Lucas Wiederholt. And speaking of brother duo, Ben and Lucas Wiederholt are now teammates. The Ben Davis Giants are now on the clock. The Ben Davis Giants will select Brent Calloway. The Beech Grove Hornets are on the clock, and they will select Bryson Brewer. Bryson Brewer is now on the the Speedway Spark Plugs are now on the clock. And looks like that they will have a trade here. And it looks like that the Monrovia Bulldogs will be in this trade. The Monrovia Bulldogs, they have to have great picks here. And it looks like that Cedric Christie is on the move from Monrovia now. And that is huge. Speedway will get a player. And just like that, the Monrovia Bulldogs are now on the clock. The Monrovia Bulldogs will select Levi Lanham, brother of Parker Lanham, from Santa Clara. The Owen Valley Patriots are now on the clock. The Owen Valley Patriots will select Cooper Martin. The New Palestine Dragons will select Brady Sabants Jr. Speedway is on the clock, and they will select Jalen Bomar. And here we go. Decatur Central is now on the clock with the 22nd pick of the NBA IHSA draft. The Decatur Central Hawks selects Casimir Hicks from Connecticut. The Owen Valley Patriots are back on the clock, and they will select Will Stowers from Mississippi State. The Decatur Central Hawks are now back on the clock. The Hawks will select Hamar Dorian from Baylor. North Putnam will have a trade, and it looks like that Decatur Central is going draft heavy this year. Decatur Central still getting another pick. Decatur Central is back on the clock. Decatur Central will select Inpo Dodo. Dodo is now on the Hawks. And now here we go. The Terre Haute South Patriots are on the clock. The Terre Haute South Patriots select Connor Cruz from Seton Hall. The Whiteland Warriors will select Jack Aldridge from Penn State. The Terre Haute South Patriots, the Braves are back on the clock, and they will select Bryson Stott from Ohio State. New Pal is on the clock, and they will select Jasmine Benepel. Jasmine is now on New Pal. Carmel will select Quentin Seaver from Arkansas. The Terre Haute North Patriots will have another trade. Looks like that Avon might be getting another pick. Yes, they are getting yet another pick here. The Avon Orioles are also going draft heavy. The Avon Orioles are on the clock. And the Avon Orioles will select Luke Starnes from Pacific. The Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs will select Ryan Callaway from Nevada. That will mark the end of the first round. The second mark. Now, welcome to the second round. The New Palestine Dragons are on the clock. They will select Gary Jenkins. The Southport Cardinals are on the clock. They will select R.J. Castro. Roncalli will select Brian Holmes. Harry Meridian is on the clock, and they will select Jacob Wilson. The Center Grove Trojans will select Liam Lawyer. North Putnam is on the clock, and North Putnam will select Everett Weaver. The Plainfield Quakers are on the clock. The Plainfield Quakers will select Marco Gilliott. He is the brother of Landon Gilliott. Marco Gilliott is now on the Plainfield Quakers. Tri-West is on the clock, but not for long. They have another trade. Looks like that the Linton Miners are now going to be on the clock here. The Linton Miners will have it now. The Linton Miners will select Bryce Savants from Texas. The Greenwood Woodmen will select Jackson Proctor. Evansville Memorial will select Chip Dennis. South Putnam will select Lewis Brown. The Northview Knights will select Dino Popovich. The Owen Valley Patriots will select Lawrence Phillips. No, Zionsville will select Owen Phillips. Lawrence Phillips. Beech Grove is on the clock. And they will select Alvin Manning. Here we go. The Whiteland Warriors will select Roy Strong. The Carmel Greyhounds are on the clock. They will select Gene Fletcher. Owen Valley will select Jeffrey Logan. The Monrovia Bulldogs will select Mikey Terrell. Ben Davis is on the clock, and they will select Jared Holland. The Cascade Cadets are now on the clock. They will select Bill Lambert. The Monrovia Bulldogs are on the clock, and they will select Gabe Thorne from Arizona State. Tri-West is now on the clock, and they will select Darren Banks. Brownsburg Bulldogs are on the clock. And it looks like that they will be trading away this pick for, I think, a player here. Looks like going to the Brownsburg Bulldogs will be Kellen Sheff. Sheff is now on the Bulldogs. And Avon will be trading away to get somebody now. The Avon Orioles will get a trade, and they will get Hunter Newell. The Avon Orioles are going big and not going home. The Harrison Raiders will select Alec Skies. North Putnam will choose Guy Harrington. Terre Haute North is on the clock. They will select Rasheed Black from West Virginia. Terre Haute South is on the clock. And the Terre Haute South Patriots will select Rob Daniel. The Mooresville Pioneers will select Lynn Hickson. The Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs are on the clock, and they will select Maurice Monroe. Martinsville Artesians will select Dorell Woods. The Danville Warriors are on the clock. They will select Donald Dunn. The second to last pick. The Terre Haute North Patriots will select Jared Harper. And now the last pick of the draft, the Tri-West Bruins will select Blake Caldwell. And that will conclude the 2064 NBA IHSA draft.